The rain is falling. The fans are soaked. But here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. And right away he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. Now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. To the air, Allen to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there, with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, Jackson flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It's fourth down.
So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Allen. He's going to let it go again. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. There he goes again. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion.
Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And it brings
now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. With it is Brown. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On first down, Muhammad. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Muhammad's the ball
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. He'll return it from the 6. Pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A good spot to throw, and indeed they'll come out with 4 wide receivers here on 2nd and inches. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big gain there for the Bills. And even 50 yards. 8-6 the score after 1.
With the score, Ravens 8, Bills 6.
Allen now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And 7 at the 20-yard line.
And again, it's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Second and 12. They'll run with Muhammad. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, they pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Allen. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Off to Geis on the screen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. Buffalo. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to float this over the middle, deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
The Ravens.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Now Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 3rd.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Geis. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Allen. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Ravens 21, Bills 13. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Marquise Brown. Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
First down.
From the gun, Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Ravens 21, Bills 19.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Brown on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On second down, Muhammad. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
He's brought down by...
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They go again with Muhammad. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 18. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They start on the ground with Geis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, a quick throw, going to be caught by Diggs. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Allen. He's going to loft one, and this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's Muhammad. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A big Big-time return there, 40 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter.
Ravens 21.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down.
At the 8-yard line.
Allen to throw once more. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
On 2nd and goal, Allen, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
22-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll run with a rookie 2nd-rounder. It's J.K. Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Tackle made there by Gmakaveli05's.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
What's tight? Tight is what? What's tight? Check. 3 down.
Now Jackson on second down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
The Ravens on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to left side. Muhammad. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Jackson now. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 19th touchdown now of the season. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up.
This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 29, Allen. He's going to let this one go deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. From the right hash, this from 53. Kick is good, so you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it.